Alright, we're recording. How's it going, YouTubers? Snoop Pit here, aka Big Ed. I got a little review here for you guys today. This is my first review I've ever done on YouTube, so please bear with me. What I got here is a SOGzilla Large Stainless Steel with a 3.8 blade, as you can see here. And what you may notice when you take a look at this knife right away is that it is not like the normal SOGzilla Large, or any SOGzilla for that matter. Take a look right here. Normally these two ends would kind of sort of meet. I mean, they got that little gap in the middle so they don't copy the Spyderco Enduro, as I've heard. But what I did was I actually grinded down this part right here so that it functions as kind of like the Emerson Wave. I don't know if you guys have heard of that. If you're a knife guy, you probably have. But what this does is it actually causes the, when the knife's in your pocket, you know, and this is tip up carry down here. Got this nice little clip, pretty tight on there. What it does is when you pull the knife up and out, this little part right here snags on your pants and causes the blade to fold down, making it open once you pull it out of your pocket. You know, and it can also function just as a regular, you know, knife. When you're pulling it out of your pocket, it doesn't come out every time, so you don't whip it out and scare everybody. But we'll go over that later. And to just give you a basic overview of this knife, the stainless steel version is pretty heavy. You know, they say it weighs anywhere from 5.6 to 6 something ounces. I'd probably say more like the 6 ounce range. It's pretty heavy. The action on it is extremely smooth. I like it. You know, for a folding knife, it's a good knife. The wave function, or the wave modification I made there, in no way blocks the knife from opening. It doesn't mess with the knife opening. It doesn't mess with the smoothness of the blade. You know, it's still a great knife. Opens up real nice and smooth. You can even with your wrist just kind of flick it open once you have a little bit. Kind of messed up there. Hard to do when the camera's right in front of me. But anyways, though, it works nicely. You know, you got a good clean knife here. I like the finish on it, the stainless steel, and the weight kind of makes it feel like, you know, you got a nice sturdy knife in your hand. It's got good jimping on the back here and all over the knife. Actually, on the back right here, it's not so great just because it's got the liner lock there that hinders it from actually being usable jimping, even though you still can get your hand in there. You can push down here to close the knife. They say 2 hands, but I mean, you can easily, you know, just gotta watch your finger, but you can close it with 1. No big deal there. Like I said, the jimping on this side also is very good for your grip. Extremely nice jimping. I like it a lot, although I think the handle is a little bit bigger than the blade. You know, which I don't really like because I don't like a big handle. You know, it feels kind of bulky in your pocket. Not not thick or anything. This knife is thin, just a little long. The blade itself is nice. I believe it's 8CR 13 MOV steel, something like that. I don't have it in front of me. It's a nice steel. I like it. You know, you can get it sharp real quick on the sharpening stone. The only thing is it doesn't retain that edge like a VG10 or, you know, an AUS 8 would hold, but it still is. Out of the box, this knife freaking sharp. This knife came freaking sharp. It was ridiculous how sharp it was. I cut myself on accident when I was trying to close it with one hand. But it is a very nice knife. You know, my first SOG. I already ordered the SOGzilla small with the black Zytel handle just to see the weight difference there, and I wanted a smaller blade too. And I like the wave function that I modified on here, so I'm probably going to do it to my other one once I get that in the mail. And these knives are a steal for, you know, you're getting a steal for the price. I mean, I got mine on, I hate to say this, but Walmart.com, and I got this knife, the stainless, for $29. They had the black on black, black blade, black handle for $36 if you want to go big. And then the smaller one, the one I ordered with the 3.25 blade, black Zytel handle, same blade, HCR 13 MLV steel. It was about, you know, $26 and free shipping site to store. They ship it to the store and you go pick it up. Anyways, You get this knife for real cheap, and it's a great price. You can do this little wave function that I had here, this wave modification, so that it opens up in your pocket. And I'll show you how it works in just a second, but I'll tell you how I did that too. But this is a great knife. You know, I highly recommend it for the price. You can't go wrong. You know, the clip is great, the locking is great, absolutely no blade play in the knife when I got it. So yeah, so just to show you how the wave function works, I'm just going to flip my camera around here. Sorry about that. Okay, so you got your knife here. Fits real nice into your pocket like that. I'm just going to fix the camera and make sure I can see this. So what you do is, basically you can pull it out like a normal knife, you know. You just hold it like that, you just pull it out, it'll come out just like a normal knife. You know, nothing easy. Now, with the wave function, when you pull the knife out and you push back so that clings on, it'll open the blade up for you. So what you can do is, in a fast motion, if you need it in an emergency, you just reach down, like grab the handle, grab a little part of the clip, you just hold back and it's already open. You know, and all you gotta do is pull it out of your pocket. Boom, every time. Just to show you again that it works every time. Boom. And you know, it doesn't have to be just in the back so it clings. I've seen a lot of people do it that way, to where it clings on in the back. You know, that's a good way for it, but you know, you can also put it up front, and if you just turn it a little, it'll pop straight out for you too. You know, all you have to do is just put it in there, twist your hand so that it'll cling on, and you just pull it out. You know, it also works in your jacket. I have it in my jacket. You know, it clings on, and I pull it out. You know, it's real easy. So I like that function. Again, it's the Emerson Wave feature is what they call it. Obviously, they stole it off that. I took it off that knife, but I got the idea from some guy named Fred something. I don't know if you look up SOGzilla in YouTube. His name's Fred something. I can't even remember. I'm sorry off the top of my name. Give him the credit for this. But he has a detailed step-by-step video on how to actually do this modification. He had some tools and stuff, you know. I'm not some tool guy or anything like that. I don't have a bunch of tools to work with. So what I used is, you know, just your basic, you know, drill, and I put a Dremel on this drill bit. So if you do this feature, I recommend getting a very large grinding stone. You know, this is what you, this is very large. I had a smaller one like this, and as you can see, it wore it down a lot. Here in the back, that's what the original size of it was, and you can see it wore it down to almost nothing down there. So I recommend getting a big stone like that, and what you do is you just grind it on there, and just basically you want to make this part of the knife lower than this part of the knife, so that when you do pull it out, it'll cling on real nice right there. And so I just basically grinded that down for about 20 minutes. It took almost forever, I feel like, just grinding it down. And then I took a little smooth sandpaper and just kind of kept going. Now this part, you can, you know, I left a lot of this part in here. I know that guy Fred took a lot of that chunk out, and it was rounded and more smooth. But I like the you know, the edginess of it. It makes it, I think, you know, easier for me to grab it on when I open it. And I don't know, I just like it. So let me know if you do the modification, if you need some tips or help or something like that. And I'll let you know how it goes. I'm going to do it with my next one that I get in the mail. You know, it's always a learning experience. I just got into knives a little while ago, so this is my first video, and hope you guys like it. Definitely look into getting one of these SOGzillas, either large or small. Great knife, can't go wrong with it. Alright, take it easy.